Let's get into my heavy 70 kettlebell workout I did this morning. Before I do any workout, I always warm up with my 50-30-10 complex, which consists of 50 kettlebell swings, 30 kettlebell cleans, and 10 kettlebell snatches. If you decide to try the 50-30-10 complex, you can take breaks between each exercise, or you can do like I do and try to push through to do all three to completion. For this workout, I have chosen 9 different exercises to be completed with heavy weight, 5 repetitions with each side of the body. I'm a big fan of using single kettlebells because anytime you pick up a weight unilaterally, it takes so much more of your core to brace your body and protect your spine, so you're using so many more muscles in completing the movement. I chose this stagger stance deadlift as the first movement to really prime the lower part of my body to get ready to pick that weight up many times to my shoulder level and even above my head. Next is what I call the static alternating kettlebell clean. I call it static because you're not swinging the weight, you're taking it from a dead stop from the ground and with no momentum. So this is one of my favorite movements. I do this pretty much with any workout. Again, as it recruits so many more muscles picking up unilaterally, but also you're exploding up to that shoulder. For me, 70 pounds picking up to my shoulder is definitely a struggle each time. Attempt to complete 5 reps with each side and then move on to the next movement. The next movement is probably the hardest movement for me, which is static alternating kettlebell snatches, which is picking the weight up from a dead stance on the ground to an overhead position with your elbow locked. That is a very explosive movement. And again, 70 pounds for me is more than enough, and it takes everything that I have to get that weight up there. I encourage you, while you start doing these types of movements, please put your ego aside. If you need to start with 20 pounds, that's where you start. There is no shame in that. We're always trying to advance, but we're always trying to avoid injury in order to be able to advance. The next movement is the standing row. It's as simple as having a good base, trying to keep your torso locked in and move from the elbow, pulling up towards the sky. Try marching in place with high knees. This is definitely good for the core, good for your shoulders. Your traps are going to be tired, your core is going to be exhausted, and you're working these small little stabilizer muscles around your hips. Here we have a clean into a press alternating. Definitely a double explosive movement. The first explosion is to your shoulders, then you're going to dip your hips and drive the weight above your head. With this one, there is no shame of using lighter weight. Do not hurt yourself by going too damn heavy. I enjoy putting farmer carries in the workouts. I typically do 1 round left side, 1 round right side, about 10 to 15 yards away in return. Not sure what this is called, but I like to snatch the weight above my head and simply walk for about 10 or 12, 15 meters. Try it out, definitely challenging. Lastly, and definitely most challenging, was this one-legged deadlift, balancing at the same time. Definitely very challenging. This is something you got to work slowly on. I ended up figuring it out, taking my time, worry about my breathing. And one of the big keys that help me when balancing is to focus on a central point on the ground, something that stands out. It can be a little speck or something that you can maintain focus on and maintain focus on your breathing at the same time. So that's today's heavy 70 workout. I hope you got something out of this. If you did, please like and subscribe. It helps us help more people. Thanks.